Hello one and all, and welcome back into JAF Comics. Today we have the latest set for Magic the Gathering, Marvel Superheroes. It's the latest Universes Beyond set for Magic the Gathering, and we're going to open an entire collector booster box here for you today. After the Spider-Man set from last year, this is our second Marvel set that has graced Magic the Gathering in the Universes Beyond. And this set has cards from many different properties of Marvel, as opposed to just the Spider-Man that we've had before. So we'll have some of our favorite new characters, or I guess new to Magic characters of Iron Man and many more. Captain America. I know there's been some secret lair drops that have had a few of these characters before, and it's possible that we can even get some of them in the newer full art treatments in a regular printing. So we'll keep an eye out for those. For these collector booster boxes, we're gonna skim over just the commons and uncommons that we have in the front a little bit. If you want a little bit more of a deep dive into the set mechanics and everything like that, you can see that in our play booster video that will be coming out alongside this very shortly after. Let's just get a little bit better of focus here, so that way when I'm moving stuff around, if you did want to pause and read the cards in more detail, you should be able to see that a tiny bit better now. We have Falcon's Wing Harness, Quantum Reduction, Venomized Cat, Hobgoblin, very fun. And our first full art, so this looks like it is part of one of the, I think, 3 scenes that can be set up. There's like a 4-card scene, a 9-card scene, and I think like it's got to be like a 20-card scene or something like that, depicting numerous, coalitions of characters. So this being part of the Fantastic Four with The Thing, this is a 4-card tableau. We'll see if we can get more of those in here, and we'll kind of set that aside and see if we can assemble any of those scenes, but I doubt it from a single box. We have a very pretty full art swamp with, let's see if we can get that in focus of who that is. I know they said that they aren't focusing on the characters particularly on these full art lands. They want it to be about the area around them to an extent. So the characters do kind of take a little bit of a backseat, but the rain and everything on this one is quite lovely. And we have for our first rare, Daredevil, Fearless Fighter. Very fun. If a source you control deals, whenever a source you control deals damage to you, Daredevil deals that much damage to target opponent. And whenever it attacks, exile top card of your library. Daredevil deals damage to you equal to that card's mana value. You may play it this turn. Very fun. We have the Great Mound. Very nice. Believe that is in Wakanda. Very fun. Yep, creates a tapped Vibranium token. Awesome. We have Ares, God of War. Attacks each combat of Fable. Whenever an attacking creature you control dies, return it to its owner's hand. Ooh, and we have Show and Tell in a full art. That is very lovely. So we can get these Marvel source material cards, which is what I believe they call these, reprints of many of the great cards of Magic's past, with a twist depicting some great, I guess, comic book covers and comic book pages brought to life with Magic the Gathering, and we have here Show and Tell, which is very lovely. And we have, also a Super Scroll. This is a 5-color commander. We have for 4 mana, a 4/5 with abilities at 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6 mana. And target player draws 4 cards at 6 mana with some cost reduction. Could be very strong. Very nice. Nice way to start out with, we got our first of the tableau cards, and nice little Super Scroll and a Show and Tell. I'm not sure if the source material cards are supposed to be 1 per pack or not. We will find that out together. I did notice that for any of the Magic fans out here, I know this is going to bridge a few worlds with comic book fans and Magic fans, especially here at JAF, Just Action Figures. There's a lot of comic collectors that are also interested in this set, I'm sure. This is a Made in Japan pack, which usually has a different collation where the rares and such are in the front, but it looks like they've changed that for this set and maybe going forward. Before, the Japan packs had the rares in front. Basically, it was a front-to-back reorder of what we're seeing here. So it's interesting that we have the commons and uncommons in the front here for collector boosters. But let's see. So we have Panther Pounds, Decoy Ploy, Wakandan Royal Guard, Villainous Hideout, Supervillain Lockup, the Mach 1, very nice, Swarm, Being of Bees, White Widow, and Bullseye, Death Dealer. Now, I, for one, am a little bit more of the Marvel movies kind of person, so I may not know all these characters here, but I was deep in the paint with everything from the Avengers to a lot of the MCU, so I'm sure that will be the main touch points for me, but I'll be excited to see some of the new characters and stuff for those of you that are like me as well that haven't seen the comics, because there's a lot more characters that the Marvel world has to offer and that are shown off here. We do have rocket-powered Goblin Glider. It's got a Mayhem ability on it, which is fun. We've got Bast, Panther Goddess. Very nice. Ooh, we've got Gathering Place, and this is interesting art. I don't know that I've seen this previewed. So we have kind of a full art land. Actually, only if this land enter this turn, or if you control a basic land. Okay, that's not bad. But a lot of text on it, and kind of just a Avengers Mansion breached. Interesting. Always love some more lands. And it looks like we do have another Marvel source material card. This time, Fight to the Death. An instant speed, destroy all blocking creatures and all blocked creatures. Ooh, we have a very lovely Ironheart Clever Champion. A little text behind, just popping out with the foil. Improvise, non-creature spells you control, or non-creature spells you cast have improvise, meaning you can tap your artifacts, and each artifact that you tap reduces the cost by 1. That is very, very nice, and I'm sure this is going to be played for sure. I'm going to see if I can find any info on if that is a good hit or just a kind of okay hit, because my expectation with Improvise, as is with a lot of mono blue artifact type cards, is that seems like it would be quite good. I'm going to give a quick scroll through here on the side, and it doesn't look like I'm seeing it immediately. But that might be just because there's not that many listings for it yet. But yeah, very nice card. And we'll go on to the next. These packs are a little odd to have to open, but that's okay. We got the little tear in the right side. Alrighty. We have Restorative Technique, Super Speed. We're going to kind of skip naming all of these at this point for the commons and uncommons. On to our full art Mountain. Very nice. We got, looks like Iron Man, Spider-Man, and not sure exactly who else. Fighting some baddies in the air. Very nice. We've got Hit Monkey. Spell can be countered and has keyword soup on it. Reach, Vigilance, Death Touch, Hexproof, and Haste. That's a lovely little commander if I've ever seen one. Ooh! And we have... I don't know that this is part of this tableau with the thing, but it is a different full art Invisible Woman. And we have beginning combat on your turn. If you cast a non-creature spell this turn, make a 0/3 wall. And whenever you attack, you can pay everything but black. And when you do, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature you control and can't be blocked. Very fun. Next we have, we have Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., another possible 5-color commander, this one non-foil. Has a power-up mechanic, which power-up can only be activated once for a creature. Of course, if you do blink the creature, if you exile it and return it to the battlefield, you can activate that power-up again, but for each creature, power-up only happens once. But for 5 mana, you get to do a lot of things. I'm assuming 5 things, 1 for each color. 2+1/+1 counters on it. Then look at the top 7 cards of your library. You can put a hero, equipment, or vehicle from among them onto the battlefield. If it's a double-face card, you can transform it, put the rest on the bottom. So not exactly 1 for every color, but very good nonetheless. Ooh, Simulacrum Synthesizer. This is the good card from Ixalan, is it not? Let me see here. Simulacrum Synthesizer. We got the OG Iron Man Mark 1. And yeah, this is the good one. It's been a while since I've actually looked at the art, but yeah, whenever another artifact you control with mana value 3 or greater enters, create a so-called constructs. +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic. Outstanding little hit. And we have, ooh, a foil extended art, Doom Reign Supreme. I do like all these plan enchantments. They're very fun where they have the plan counters, and then so for this one, it's formatted whenever a villain you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain a life and put a plan counter. When the 5th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sack it. And whenever you do, target opponent exiles the top 5 cards of their library. You can cast up to 2 spells from among them without paying mana costs. That's on a 2-drop, by the way, so that is quite good. And we do have a art series card. Okay. Not too shabby. We've got its art for Secret Invasion. It's not a foil stamped one, but that would be very cool if it was. Awesome. Yeah, this set does look a fair bit better than Spider-Man so far, I'd say. I know that set was our first Marvel set and didn't necessarily have the greatest sales expectations and such, and some of the singles weren't the most desirable. But with the reprints and everything that we're seeing here, I'd say it's at least a fair bit better, which is quite nice. We have a Red Hulk here. If it will come into focus. Very nice, as an uncommon. We have, ooh, Captain America in the mall. High-fiving a little kid. Nice. We have Grim Reaper's Scythe. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. That is always going to be a good one. And for 4 tap and sack 2 creatures, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with finality counter, only as a sorcery. We have Negative Zone Portal. Not bad, not bad. We got Iron Man, Futurist Paragon. Beginning of combat, target artifact or creature becomes a artifact creature with base power and toughness 5/5 and gains flying. Sweet. Ooh, we got Seize the Day. Not bad. I believe that's Daredevil from the looks of things. We got untapped target creature. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase, and it has flashback for 3. Very, very lovely card that definitely sees play, especially in Commander, in decks that care about having multiple combats. So we do love to see it. And then we have Quicksilver, Brash Blur, the little peace sign over on the right side too. If it's in your opening hand, you can have him begin the game with him on the battlefield. He has haste, it's a 1/1, power up for 5 mana, put a +1/+1 counter, and a double strike counter on Quicksilver. Sweet. We can put some tokens over there. I know some of the big hits that we're looking for are, I mean, obviously the Soul Stone is the latest, or is the Mind Stone for this one? I thought it was the Soul Stone, but I remember the Mind Stone. Yeah, it's the Mind Stone for this one. The Mind Stone is the white corollary to the black, I think it was the Soul Stone that we had last time, if I'm not mistaken. A 2-mana indestructible artifact that taps for mana. I know that has been the big hit out of Spider-Man, and I'm sure that the Mind Stone will continue to be the main draw for this set as well. So, yeah, very nice. We have a Hulk Smash, Teamwork 4. Choose one. If this spell is cast using Teamwork, choose both instead. You get some destruction or some damage. Nice. We got, looks like Brooklyn Bridge and a school bus being saved. Awesome. Doctor Strange, Surgeon. All right, for our first rare of the pack. We have a Razor Verge Thicket. Always love to see some land reprints. We have Fin Fang Foom. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it targets an artifact or land. Copy that spell. You can choose new targets for the copy and put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Ooh, we have Escape to the Wilds. A red-green lands matter card for sure if I've ever seen one. Definitely sees play in Commander. Exile top 5 cards of your library. Whenever you may play cards. Exile this way until the end of your next turn, and you can play an additional land this turn. Ooh, okay, and we have Wolverine Fierce Fighter. I do believe that this Wolverine is a reprint of the previously Secret Lair exclusive Wolverine. Let me give a quick look here if I can verify that really quick. I know that that card has been widely played. Oh no, this is not that Wolverine. This is the brand new Wolverine. Let's see. He enters, he fights up to one other target creature. If damage would be dealt to Wolverine, instead that damage is dealt, but all other damage already dealt to him is healed. Okay, yeah, that's right. This is the first time that we see the word healed outside of, I believe, one card in, I think it was like Ice Age in Magic the Gathering, that we've seen a card mention damage being healed. So definitely a good one. And we have ourselves an Ox and some Vibranium. Nice. Next up, got Kree Commandos. Kang, of course. City Pigeon with the old hot dog and some donuts. We have, Invisible Woman Sue Storm, and that, I do see already, is part of one of our tableaus. So, obviously we have our 2 other Fantastic Four characters. That would also create our full tableau here. But that's already 2 of them, which is quite lovely. So we'll put that to the side, and we'll put that to the side, and keep them chilling there, and we'll see if we can complete that tableau by the time that we're done here, because we're about halfway through, so there's a chance that we can get the other 2. Let's see, we have the Kingpin. Dang, with the foil, with the reflection of the lights in the windows, that's actually crazy looking. That's awesome. We have She-Hulk, of course, Wall Breaker. Ooh, we have Avengers Disassembled. Choose one or both. 3 damage to each creature or destroy target land. Its controller searches for a basic. Puts it onto the battlefield tapped. Oh, Path to Exile. Okay, okay. Everyone that's seen, oh gosh, what was the show? It's not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't even remember the guy's name. It's Johnny America. It's not that, but it's, obviously this isn't Cap. But the Disney Plus show with John Walker. That's what it was, with the big old shield smash scene. That's some Path to Exile vibes right there for sure. Ooh, and Castle Doom. I mean, the fog in the green foil. Ooh-wee. That is beautiful. Very, very nice. Ooh, we have a copy. Holy. And Rogue. Nice. Looks like we are officially halfway through this box now. After that pack, 6 packs to go. Not too shabby so far. Let's see. Oh, Powerful Broker. Power Broker. Ronan. Claim the Kingdom. Nice. Beast Mode. Sturgeon, the Dinosaur Man. Love it. Bionic Blow. And Take Up the Shield. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Gains lifelink and indestructible till end of turn. Definitely playable. And this is, I believe, part of the the largest of those tableaus, the like 20 card one, where it's basically the fight with Thanos versus everyone that we saw in Avengers Endgame, if I recall correctly. So very nice. We have a little swamp with, looks like Hawkeye and Black Widow possibly, kind of snooping around. Speaking of Hawkeye, we have Master Marksman. We have Queen Mother, Ramonda. We do love Queen Mother for sure. Absorbing Man. Very nice. And, ooh, Steely Resolve. That is fun. Enchantment enters. Choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type have Shroud. That is quite good for a Typal Commander deck. And Scientist Supreme of AIM. Pay 2 life, copy target activated or triggered ability control from an artifact source. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn, but on a 2-drop, that is pretty nice. Oh, we got some villains with the old lineup. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, and some treasure. What does Marvel treasure look like? Looks like the Thing carrying a box of gold. Okay. Trickster's Stratagem, Shield Helicarrier, Speedball. We have ourselves another Red Hulk. And we have, who's the Spider-Man kind of just chilling at a party? Nope, Iron Man, Tony Stark. That's actually really nice. I love the, like, very angular terrain around them. It's very stylized. Very nice. The Sentry, Golden Guardian. Flying, Vigilance, Indestructible on a 4-mana 5/5. Already really great. When it enters, target opponent creates the Void. So there is a little bit of a downside, but Void attacks each combat of Fable. So it is the fight between good and evil of the Sentry and the Void. Scattered Groves. A nice fetchable Forest Plains from the Commander decks. Ooh, and we have Kang the Conqueror, the real one. The mythic one, I should say. 4 mana, 4/5 with flying, and his power up, I even knew. 8 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on Kang, and take an extra turn after this one. During that turn, power up abilities can't be activated. Very nice. Ooh, War Leader's Call. That is the Avengers, baby. Classic as it gets. Yeah, that's lovely. This card I've seen played in many a Commander deck, especially. Caesar is one of them from Fallout. Having a creature entered, the enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's a powerful effect in red and white. Ooh, we have Mole Man, Moloid Master. You can play cards or lands from your graveyard, and whenever land enters, make a 1/1 minion. And it says whenever this token enters, you may mill a card. Sweet. Ooh, we have an art card. Let's see if it's a stamped one. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Nope. Still very sweet art, though. That's nice. Alright, next up. Ooh, I saw a little bit of something shiny in the back. That's nice. I'm not sure exactly what we saw, but hopefully something big. We got Baron Strucker, Hydra Overlord. We got a forest with, looks like maybe a little She-Hulk in a park, it looks like. Very nice. Of course, the classic Agent Phil Coulson with, who's that? Miss Marvel in the background, Captain Marvel, I should say, and Iron Man in the back. Nice. Ooh, Ultron Unlimited. Whenever he attacks, he connives, and whenever a creature you control connives, you can pay 1 to make a 2/2 robot villain. That's a good one. Ooh, and we have an extended art Phil Coulson. The first one was just a non-extended art foil. Nice, nice. Ooh, and we do have... Okay, so this one I am positive, right? Because whenever Storm deals combat damage to your player, the next instant or sorcery you cast this turn has Storm. Yes, this is, in fact, one that was previously only reprinted, or originally printed, I should say, in the Secret Lair drop. So having a nice actual reprint of this will hopefully make it a little bit more accessible for those that weren't able to get it originally, because I know those Secret Lairs had sold out quite quickly. So always, always good to get some nice, meaningful reprints like this one. Awesome. We have, ooh, Hidden Lair in a foil. Okay. So it looks like this is a cycle of lands in the, is the enemy colors? Yeah, Dimir. Forget what our first one was. No, green, white. That's allied colors. Okay. But Hidden Lair. Let's see, this is Hulk attacking maybe an Ultron droid. Mega level, yeah, Ultron invasion. Yeah. Sweet. Or is that just actually Ultron? Not one of the, oh, no, yeah. There's a whole bunch of them coming out. Very cool. And, ooh, we have that forest as a art card as well. That is quite nice. Let's see if we can get really close focus. I'm not sure that we'll be able to. Yeah, that's definitely She-Hulk. That's very lovely. Very nice texturing, colors. Woo. Sweet. We have 3 packs left here. If you're interested in picking up any of these packs that you see here from Marvel's Superheroes for Magic the Gathering, or any other TCGs that we carry over at JAF Comics, feel free to check us out in store, JAF Comics in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. You can also check us out online, jafcomics.com, J-A-F comics.com. And if you're interested in any of the single cards here, like some of the possible great hits that we'll get here, because I'm feeling it in this pack, we got something coming. If you want maybe Super Adaptoid, maybe something even better, ooh, like Sword of the Animus reprint, Skybreaker, if you're interested in that, or any of the other cards that we're going to be seeing here, or in the successive videos for the Play Booster box openings, you can go to jafcomics.tcgplayerpro.com. That is the link to be able to find all of the singles, including Monica, the Marvel, Aurelia the War Leader reprint. Very nice. Flying Vigilance Haste. 6 mana, 3/4. You know it's got to be good otherwise, because when it attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Very, very nice. Oh, and a Defense of the Heart? Back-to-back Marvel source material cards, and good ones at that. Okay, yeah, I told you I felt something in this pack, for sure. Defense of the Heart. Incredible. Beginning of your upkeep. If an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, sack this, search your library for up to 2 creature cards, put them straight to the battlefield, then shuffle. This card has been a Commander All-Star for quite some time. I'm not sure how much this would be going for. I mean, this is pre-order pricing, but at least like $20. Surely. That is very, very nice. Oh, we have the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. Oh, the lightning in the foil. That's so sick. That is very, very nice. Again, if you're interested in any of those singles, the link is in the description down below this video if you want to check that out. Support your local game store, whether that's JAF Comics or any other. And if you're interested in any other TCGs, Pokemon, Lorcana, Riftbound, etc., check out JAF Comics for all of your TCG player or TCG needs, your board game needs, your comic book needs, and of course, just the action figures even as well. We have a lovely island, if it'll focus for us. Looks like Santa Monica Pier, maybe. That is lovely. I'm not sure who this character is in the front here. A little tough to see. Just seeing the back of him. Was it maybe Ant-Man? I mean, we do have a line of ants leading up to him, but it would have to be with some kind of helmet on that I'm not familiar with, but that is lovely art. Ooh, the little birds up in the sky, too. Yeah, that is a vibe and a half, that island right there. That's sweet. We have, of course, even though Spider-Man's had his own set, he does have a few little appearances here and there in this set for Marvel. The Astonishing Spider-Man. Nice. Ooh, Loki the Deceiver. I know at least a couple of the Loki cards are incredibly good. Let's see if this one is one of the ones that I remember being excellent. Whenever it attacks, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of another target villain you control. Oh yeah, this one might be. Except it isn't legendary, it is an illusion in addition to its other types, and sack that token at the beginning of your next end step. Whenever one or more villains you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Yeah, for 4 mana, 4/4, that is pretty solid. Especially if you want to make yourself a villain-themed commander deck, if my camera would like to focus on him. Yeah, fantastic. Ooh, and of course, Thanos, the Mad Titan. Death Touch, Lifelink, has a power-up for 6 mana, all 5 colors, plus colorless, representing every stone of the Infinity Gauntlet. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Thanos. Choose odd or even, and of course, you're going to Thanos snap them. Destroy each other creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Fantastic. And then we have a source material card, Concerted Effort, 4 mana, beginning of each upkeep. Creatures you control gain flying until end of turn. If a creature has flying, same is true for a number of other keywords. Very nice. Ooh, Black Widow, Super Spy. This does look like it probably fits in the large, like 20 card tableau. Black Widow, Super Spy, 2 mana, 2/1 with Menace. Does a little bit of exiling, +1/+1 counters. Yeah, nice. Oh, and some more birds and rhinos. We're down to our last pack, though, of our collector booster box. We have had some very nice cards, especially, the 2 packs ago when I just called it, and that was fantastic. But let's see if we can get some last pack magic even, because we all want to see ourselves maybe a little bit of a Mind Stone or something else incredible. Let's see if we can get something. We have Farseek, though. I do, as soon as they spoil this Farseek card with the new Fantastic Four setup and everything, that is just an absolute aesthetic right there. Lovely. And very playable, of course, too. Ooh, a TVA Bureaucrat. Got Miss Minutes, and we got more Mobius. Yeah. I was about to say Morbius, but nah. General Thunderbolt Ross. We got Avengers Tower in a foil. That's fun. Can use it for mana to cast a hero or activate an ability of a hero source. And a little way to search for more heroes. Add an uncommon, that's a nice one. We got that same Plains of the Avengers compound. Ooh, Doctor Doom. A little nod to our newest upcoming MCU movie, I believe, is Doctor Doom later this year. So that's a lovely little thing to see here. Nice. Ooh, Solemn Simulacrum. A little sad robot. Doesn't look very robotic in this one, but I mean, hey, what can you say? That's a nice playable card. Ooh, and Cap's Shield. I don't know that I've seen what Cap's Shield does. Let's see here. So Captain America's Shield, 2 mana, indestructible. Equipped creature gets +0/+8 and has vigilance. All right. And then whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and equip 2. That does seem pretty playable. We love to see it. And it's in the comic book style. Very nice. Ooh, reconnaissance mission. We got Agent Nick Fury dropping in. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card and has cycling on it. Just like Magic's Bident of Thassa. This is a reprint of Reconnaissance Mission and does a very similar thing. Very playable. Oh, we do have some last pack magic, baby! Holy. We have Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. I knew we wouldn't go through this entire box without hitting something crazy. That is incredible. Let's see. I don't even know we're going to have any kind of pricing or anything on this yet, but this is insanely nice. Yep, I don't even see, oof. Pre-order pricing alert. I I don't know if this pricing is going to be accurate. I don't want to give you pricing. It's at least like $150 at the time of recording. That is, I mean, we always love to see some last pack magic. Oh, and of course they're just going to show us the Mind Stone afterwards, but just the art of it. Not giving us an actual playable one in this box, but you know what? If we're going to end off with a Shang-Chi, that is totally okay. Because, I mean, it's just incredible looking art. You got the comic book cover by, let's see, who is this? Jim Chung and Laura Martin. Legendary creature, human warrior hero for 1 and a green. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste, and this guy can just tap for 2 mana of any one color on his own. Spend it only to activate abilities of creature sources. That is a incredible last hits. We do love to see it. Once again, thank you to Jeff Comics for this opening video. If you're interested in this Shang-Chi or any of the other cards that you'll see here today, go to Jeff Comics in person, online, jeffcomics.com. If you're interested in the singles, you can go to jeffcomics.tcgplayerpro.com and check those out and order some for yourself. We're going to at least get this guy in a nice little sleeve here. And yeah, that is what we always love to see. Thank you all so much for tuning in this time, and we'll be back next time for one of our 4 play booster boxes for Marvel's Superheroes, the newest set for Magic the Gathering. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.